Second, Anthony Johnson on the shoulders of the corner. This is awesome. Kevin Knight, the one-man wrecking crew. Will Ospreay over the top. Takes out Christian on the floor. And now Kevin Knight poised to take flight. Springboard layup from Kevin Knight. The cover. 1, 2, 3. Impressive victory for Knight and Ospreay. Excellent job by these two men. Kevin Knight picking up his first Dynamite. Will Ospreay, the man that he will face in the opening round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
All right, tremendous win. Will Ospreay, Kevin Knight, let's hear it for him. Tag this Sunday at Dynasty, live in Philadelphia, and of course, on pay-per-view.
There you go. Well, big breaking news for Dynasty coming up this Sunday. Owen Hart Foundation tournament action. Knight versus Ospreay. Welcome to AEW, Kevin Knight. You're just a few weeks away from challenging for the AEW World Championship at All in Texas. Oh, Mr. Knight better be prepared. You see that handshake pulling back in. These two guys partners tonight. Opponents come Dynasty of Philadelphia this Sunday. You can catch all the action from Dynasty live on Prime Video. Just scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Back to the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Hold it straight. Hey, Samoa Joe here, along with Hook and Shibata. We're collectively known as the Ops. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, why did I start this group in the first place? Well, quite simply put, I understood that the battlefield was changing and the nature of warfare was changing with it. So I knew that when I came back to the battlefield, I needed to bring a different arsenal. And that's why you're watching all these. All fast to come tonight. Our main event, Claudio. Castillo, the rated R superstar, Cole, 1-on-1, but coming up next on with Brody King, next on Dynamite.
Okay.
Next, the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer, goes 1-on-1 with Brody King, next on Dynamite.
Of the Super Junior tournament in this last year.
Will Ospreay, though, not a fan of Blake Curtis.
But I love Will Ospreay. You know, I go back and I look at Revolution, amazed that Will Ospreay even walked away from that cage match. But that is
Yeah, that Spanish fly off the cage.
Unbelievable.
and right to the victory over Kyle Fletcher. It was an incredible moment and just an incredible risk. Yeah, that was an insane match. It wasn't just the Spanish Fly at the top. I know what you're getting at. That stuck out, but there was so many insane physical things that happened between Fletcher and Ospreay and their former friendship and all that jazz. That was a battle for sure in Los Angeles.
And they both take risks, as we know. Oh, look at Blake Christian. How about that?
Spins off with a kick to the midsection. Takes Ospreay down, but Ospreay back up to his feet, shoulder tackle. Now Ospreay springing back up. Anything you can do, I can do better. Ospreay swinging a miss. Christian up. Handful of hair brings Ospreay down to the mat.
Oh, look at that.
Referencing the United Empire group that Will Ospreay only led, but now Ospreay step up, working on him.
Yeah, destroyed by Don Callis, by the way. All right, here we go. Here comes the kid from Atlanta.
Back made, drop toe hold. Leaping splash. And now the cover, 2. And Lee Johnson there to break it up. Out of small of Lee Johnson to break that up. He might have got the win quickly there. But now, got to be careful if you're not. You got the 2-on-1 situation here. Whoa, Blake Christian. Yeah, chop block and Lee Johnson. Short drop kick. Fans, if this is your first time seeing Kevin Knight, you got a taste of it with that splash. He's got springs in his leg. You got to jump out of the gym strength. There you go, high up for sure. Watch out. Here comes Ospreay to save Knight. Ospreay with the assist. And drop kick. That Knight connects with the drop kick on Lee Johnson.
Uh-oh. I think they're going outside. You first. No, you first. No, both of you go.
Ospreay goes first. Knight goes second. They take to the skies and take their opponents down.
That hang time that Knight has is amazing. It's kind of like Dante Martin. And both can just get up and glide through the air.
Got another Don Callis imposter in the audience. What? Sure, that's driving Don nuts. I would encourage no one to do that. Wouldn't mind if Don got hit by a bus. You see another look at this crisscross from Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight. They'll be first round opponents, but they are working well as a duo here tonight. Knight reversing the ropes with Johnson. He's the boot and Blake Christian comes in. Again, smart thinking by Lee Johnson.
That's great teamwork. You're right. How about that spear?
Well, Lee's taking care of the little things. I like it. And Blake Christian, Lee Johnson with the advantage on Kevin Knight and Will Ospreay as this match continues.
Fridays on TBS. Your favorite movies.
Damn right.
Every Friday night.
Let's get nuts.
Friday Night Pops. Friday at 11 on TBS.
We ride in the battle every single day. Knows that you're ready. AEW Collision, Saturday at 8 on TNT, and now streaming on Max.
We're making a splash with another Twisted Tea drop. Twisted Tea fans love the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Real brewed tea with a 5% given alcohol. Twisted Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
See, this is exactly what your mouth has in mind. Hazelnut, crispy, chocolate, creamy. Irresistibly one of a kind. Irresistibly bueno.
If you struggle and struggle and struggle with CPAP, you should check out Inspire. Mask, no hose, just sleep. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Burger King has a deal for all. $5 duo answers hunger's call. $7 trio, more options for y'all. Which one will you choose? BK, having your way.
Why does Special K have 10 grams of protein? Yep, that's why. Special K. Special for a reason.
Gotta have a lucky charm when you ride, right? Make you feel safe and protected out there. That's why I never leave home without a photo of the little ones.
Bracelet for my husband. Lucky rabbit's foot.
Lucky rabbit named Scoot. It's Swedish.
That's a whole rabbit.
Named Scoot.
Well, there's really no need for a Lucky Charm when you ride.
Not when America's #1 motorcycle insurance got your back.
We're just going to ignore the fact that Carl has a rabbit.
Named Scoot.
Meet Noodles. She's part short hair and part ninja. Meet the Bissell Crossway Hydro Steam. It's part vacuum, mop, steamer, and ninja nemesis. Bissell, a new breed of clean.
Check it out. Pizza Hut's rippable, dippable, Cheesy Bites pizza in Ranch Lovers Flight with 3 flavors is a game changer. With 28 cheesy-filled bites, everyone's got to be dunking it. The Cheesy Bites pizza in new Ranch Lovers Flight. Get it on the Pizza Hut app. Welcome back to AEW Dynamite. We're just days away from Dynasty. Illinois, where Blake Christian and Lee Johnson are taking the fight to Kevin Knight and Will Ospreay. The cover made on Knight, and he's able to kick out. Taz, Blake Christian, Lee Johnson, they've looked very sharp against some high-level competition here in Knight and Ospreay.
Yeah, sure thing. I mean, but I want to see what happens if and when Knight can have the wherewithal to get Ospreay in this thing. And now it looks like Kevin is trying to build some offense here.
Oh, there's the leaping ability. Uh-oh. And the tag made. Ospreay now takes for a double. Cross to Johnson.
2 for the price of 1, Shabani.
Absolutely. Take a look at Will Ospreay. Once he gets the momentum going his way, he's almost unstoppable. But right there.
Ospreay comes through. Corkscrew kick. Down goes Blake Christian. Cover made. But Christian able to kick out.
He's got that unpredictable, that kind of unorthodox offense. The aerial assassin, Will Ospreay flying around, just going wild, man. It's tough to prepare for a cat like that.
Yeah, Ospreay comes from so many unique and unexpected angles. But now, Christian. Van Dam sends Ospreay over, but Ospreay lands on his feet. Lee Johnson once again from the floor.
It's the 3rd time this match. Lee made an intelligent move.
Christian through the ropes. That corkscrew tope even clipped the top rope and still made it.
Christian's another guy who could just, in midair, seem to contort his body.
450 stomp.
Yeah, they should have went for the cover, in my opinion.
I agree.
A lot of impact. You might have got a big upset victory for your team.
Nope.
Yeah. Well,
Ospreay broke free. Lee Johnson now back in control with the assist. And
counter, great counter.
A Stone Dog Millionaire counter from Ospreay.
Then he switched, went for full Nelson.
Wait. Christian took too long and paid the price.
And his tongue hanging out, too.
Telling you, after that stop, you should have went for that cover earlier. Telling you.
Yeah, 450 foot stomp. As now Kevin Knight once again leaping in. I put in the corner for Lee Johnson. As Knight now with Johnson. Up and no, Johnson lands on his feet. Back elbow. Blake Christian now heading forward as, wait a second. Now Lee Johnson on the shoulders of the corner.
Oh, this is awesome.
Kevin Knight, the one-man wrecking crew. Will Ospreay over the top. Takes out Christian on the floor. And now Kevin Knight poised to take flight. Springboard leg from Kevin Knight. The cover. 1, 2, 3.
Impressive victory for Knight and Ospreay. Excellent job by these 2 men.
Kevin Knight picking up his first Dynamite win alongside Will Ospreay, the man that he will face in the opening round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
All right, tremendous win. Will Ospreay, Kevin Knight, let's hear it for him. Tag team win here tonight. Now, as we announced earlier, you 2 gentlemen will face one-on-one in the first round of the Owen Hart Cup tournament. We got a big announcement. Your match in the Owen Hart Cup tournament will take place this Sunday at Dynasty, live in Philadelphia, and of course on pay-per-view.
There you go. Wow.
Big breaking news for Dynasty coming up this Sunday. Owen Hart Foundation tournament action. Knight versus Ospreay. Welcome to AEW, Kevin Knight. You're just a few weeks away from challenging the AEW World Championship at all in Texas. Oh, Mr. Knight, better be prepared. You see that handshake pull them back in. You see guys publish tonight. Opponents. Come Dynasty in Philadelphia this Sunday. You can catch all the action from Dynasty live on Prime Video. Just scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen to join us. Will Ospreay, Kevin Knight, opening live action, the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. But right now, fans, we have a message from Katsuyori Shibata, Samoa Joe, and Mark the Ox.
Hold it straight. Hey, Samoa Joe here, along with Hook and Shibata. We're collectively known as the Ops. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, why did I start this group in the first place? Well, quite simply put, I understood that the battlefield was changing and the nature of warfare was changing with it. So I knew that when I came back to the battlefield, I needed to bring a different arsenal. And that's what these men here represent. And as a matter of fact, now that we've kind of had a few experimental forays out there into the ring, we would like to expand our influence in AEW. And that's why come Dynasty in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Ops will be in the building. They will be watching all, and they will be seeing all. And please, 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 don't let us catch you lacking.
All fans still to come tonight, our main event, Claudio Castagnoli, the rated R superstar, Colt one-on-one. But coming up next, the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer, goes one-on-one with Brody King, next on Dynamite. Welcome back to AEW Dynamite. The action continues, and so does the violence.
This next bout is set for one fall. Approaching the ring from Van Nuys, California. Weight 285 pounds. Brody King.
Brody King with a huge opportunity coming up in this Owen Hart Foundation tournament, but he's drawn a first-round matchup in the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. But Taz, he's got a tough matchup on his hands tonight with Lance Archer.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you talk about two of the bigger, longer competitors
right here in the company in, AEW. I mean, that's what you're going to be dealing with here tonight. Live on Dynamite. That's big man Brody King right there. Bad man. The ball can give it.
Yeah, big meat matchup we got in front of us here tonight, right? Big meat matchup. Let's go, man.
Don't get too excited, Shibata. You're disrupting.
It's not that I'm always get excited during pay-per-view weeks. From Horton, Texas, weighing 287 pounds, the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer.
These two heavy hitters are going to battle it out here. Unfortunately for us, it looks like John Cass is headed to the death. It's just like a trap. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be like corporate stuff with Platinum Don Callis, who I know like 60 years. Don does not seem to appreciate the cosplay. He's lucky people know who he is.
He's got a smug look on his face.
That's just his face.
Okay. Which is nothing new.
Don, I thought you were sitting in the front row.
No, what did you say to your admirer over there?
I just warned him. I don't care for this. This is like people think they're mocking me. This is not a form of flattery. I'd like it to stop.
I don't think they're mocking me. I think they're just sick in the head and they like it. I said big meat matchup, and that's what the fans are chanting. Wow.
Elbows now being exchanged. Ham hocks, so to speak, being thrown. And Brody King, powerful chop to the chest. Yeah, it's rare that each of these men have someone that's the size of them. And right now, they kind of both down.
You know, we want to beat Brody King tonight, but this is also playing the long game, setting him up, softening him up for his match with Takeshita eventually.
Of course it is.
Smart.
It's smart.
Very smart.
Yeah, I agree.
I can agree with him. Now, Lance Archer with Brody King on the outside. Archer, big cannonball. Shivani, these are your favorite to call the big men, the real lot of muscle, a lot of meat, a lot of meat, a lot of loving. Yeah, John, you're not the only size queen around here. Nice sidestep there by Brody King. Now big elbow strike.
Oh, here he goes. We know what he's setting him up for.
Brody King terrifies me. I've said that before. And now Brody King on the what is Paul Turner doing? He's counting. Why is this allowed? He's using a chair. I'm not. He used his body.
God, you got a 10 count.
Paul Turner's the referee for those that don't know who Paul Turner is. You know the damage a guy like Brody King can do in 10 seconds? It's ridiculous. As Archer, oh, this is a joke. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care.
What are you doing, Don?
Don. Oh, Rachel. Oh. The distraction was enough to open up Brody King. Archer kicked that middle rope and then the high boot into the jaw of Brody. Fans here in Peoria saying what we're all thinking.
What we always think.
Archer
had to get involved again. They just had to get involved.
Well, he's cheating. The referee's not doing anything. I just step in, protect my man. No. Brody driven into those steel steps by Archer.
Well, it turned the tide. There's no doubt about that.
God, Archer looks great. What an animal.
I agree, man.
6'7", 280. And Brody, though, firing off some chops and now an elbow strike. It's not often, Taz, you see reeling back like that. He walked into that. That's a big shot by the Murder Hawk Monster all over Mr. King. And now, this match, it's just become a slugfest. Paul Turner, the referee, he's leaving the ring. He's trying to get these two big men. Good luck. Back into it again. Easier said than done. And Archer and Brody King battling it. We are going to stick with the action. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, AEW Dynamite. Brody King, Lance Archer, a battle of the behemoths raging tonight live on TBS and Max as Archer with the upper hand on Brody King, driving into the corner once again.
Yeah, Brody can barely hold himself up now on the rope here.
Archer with those judo strikes. Oh, God. Well, here we go. Nice block by Brody King. Block elbow. Oh, that's impressive. Good God. What a big German suplex. German suplex taking Archer. I'll get in Germany. Austria, an Australian. Look at this now. You know. Oh. Austria's next to Germany. Australia is larger than Germany.
Oh, my God. These guys are large.
Rolling elbow strike. And now off his feet. Yeah, cross body. Rare that you see that from him. But Brody's athletic. He certainly is, but I think that's what made that so effective. Is Archer did not expect that in the least. And now sets out the senton. Brody King, the cover. 1, 2. And Archer able to kick out. The toughness by big Lance Archer kicking out there. It's a lot of weight on your chest. And, of course, it was revealed earlier tonight that Brody King is matched up against Konosuke Takeshita, the Alpha, in the opening round of the Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament. On the same side of their bracket, Will Ospreay faces Kevin Nutt. That's going down this Sunday at Dynasty. But Lance Archer now with an impressive crossbody of his own.
Yeah, Lance can move for his size, Taz.
Oh, he definitely can. Yeah. We've seen that for years out of Lance. Brody, high boot, stops the Murder Hawk Monster in his tracks. But now, Lance, though, that's it. Changing momentum and almost getting the win.
That's one of Brody King's moves.
Got out the back door, but every bit of damage helps Takeshita.
Right. I agree. It's just like we saw earlier tonight when John Moxley was out here battling Swerve Strickland.
Now, Archer, the choke on Brody King. 2, 3. No, Brody able to kick out. That's a bad count. I don't blame Archer for being mad at Paul Turner.
Yeah, is that amazing how he got Brody up for that choke slam? Oh, God, it looks with
Not just great strength, but excellent grip. Right, strength. They keep your grip around a guy's neck as thick as that. It's hard to do. It's been great coaching so far for Lance Archer.
From where?
Coaching, you know where. Archer over in the corner. Brody follows him, and then the short-range lariat. Brody King now.
This could be Cannonball City. I know what he's thinking.
Brody King.
Oh, goodness. Your man's in trouble now, Don, after that.
I don't disagree. Oh, this might be it here for Archer.
I think it is. 1, 2, no! What about Lance Archer?
Impressive right there in that kick out. Brody's thinking, what do I got to do here?
Yeah, resiliency, unbelievable. These guys are going strong and powerful, but they just do not give up.
No, just massive meat men. I mean, this is not just about softening Brody King up for Takeshita. Lance Archer, very prideful man. He knows how important a victory over Brody would be.
We'll do it again.
And now choke slam, perhaps. No, Brody chops down out of it. Swinging a miss by Archer, and Brody swinging for the fences with that one. 1, 2, 3. Very smart slip right there, Brody, as he fell down into the cover. Smart, no wasted motion, and got the win.
Yeah, Don throws his headset down in disgust, but Brody took care of a guy who gave him everything.
Yeah, hard-fought, hard-earned victory by Brody King, who can now turn his attention to another member of the Doghouse family in the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita, who Brody will face in first-round action of the Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament. But fans, we are just 4 days away from Dynasty, live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and on pay-per-view. And John Moxley put his AEW World Championship on the line against the former champion Swerve Strickland this Sunday. Plus, Timeless Toni Storm looks to defend her AEW Women's World Championship against the Megasis, Megan Bayne. And Kenny Omega puts his AEW International Championship on the line against Ricochet and their AEW newcomer, Speedball Mike Bailey. Plus, they have been battling for weeks. It finally comes down to this at Dynasty. Daniel Garcia, Adam Cole for the TNT Championship. No time limit, no outside interference. And Will Ospreay matches up against Ken Knight in opening round action of the Owen Hart Foundation men's tournament this Sunday, live at Dynasty on pay-per-view. And on the women's side of the bracket, the CEO, the TBS champion, Mercedes Moné, faces former TBS champion, Julia Hart. And the AEW World Trios titles will be on the line this Sunday at Dynasty. The Death Riders face Rated FTR live in Philadelphia. But coming up next on Dynamite, the Rated R Superstar Code, Claudio Castagnoli, one-on-one next. It's main event time for Dynamite. AKA Code could be 4 days away from once again claiming AEW gold at Dynasty. He and FTR challenge Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and the Bastard Pack, the Death Riders, for the AEW World Trios Championship.
We've seen many athletes come into AEW, but I don't think any has come into AEW with such an impact as Cole. He is quite the man, away from the ring as well as what he gives you in the ring as well.
I know the man a lot of years, traveled with him, worked out with him for a long time, and I'll tell you, he is arguably one of the biggest stars in the history of the game. I mean, it'd be tough to, I don't think that's a stretch Cope is the man.
Yeah, and not only that, he's a real pro, too, Taz.
Yes, he is.
He really
No
is.
doubt. Well, speaking of real pros, what about what Cash said to Dax? He said, I'll be there for you this Sunday. Rated FTR will be there this Sunday, but after Sunday, they need to talk.
Interesting that you could see.
Peoria Children's Orchestra getting a little lost at the end, but it's still
Yeah,
they got a little Mariposas.
I was going to say during that entire interview there with Renee, you could see Cash was looking the other way. He was disturbed from the word go in that.
Yeah, definitely was. But hey, we got to give it up to Dax for admitting it. The referee kept the situation.
Who starts with 252 petite? It's 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions, Claudio Castagnoli.
A sneer on the face of Claudio Castagnoli heading into battle alone tonight, but you know the Death Riders are always close at hand.
Well, the sneer, as much anything, is about what happened when we were in San Diego for Dynasty back on the 26th of February. Dynamite. Thank you. Dynamite is what I said back on the 26th of February when Cope took out Claudio. Remember that?
That's right. It was the concerto ahead of Revolution, and Claudio Castagnoli just charging Cope in the corner, landing an early shot. Bryce Remsburg had not called for the bell yet. And now Copeland agrees. He said he could continue, so now the bell rings and Claudio continues the assault. Yeah, Claudio all open right at the jump. And Cope sent to the outside, courtesy of Castagnoli, and now
Trouble for the announced.
no, the other way. Barricade. Cope sent hard into the barricade. You know, Excalibur, man, the strength of that guy right there, Claudio, he is a pure powerhouse for decades in this game. So, man, Cope really got driven into that LED board super hard, and he's not done. Cope sent into the barricade once again, and Claudio now sizing up his target. And big uppercut delivered by Castagnoli. And Tony, you were on the call this past Saturday at Collision. Wheeler Yuta grabbing the pinfall victory on Dax Harwood, really setting the tone for this clash coming up on Sunday. And Dax not happy about it in the least.
Now, we saw the footage earlier, and Dax was completely out of control, grabbing the referee, pushing his partner, and of course, then we saw Cash Wheeler walking away. There are problems that they need to clear up. They being FTR or rated FTR before the match on Sunday for the Trios Championship.
They will. They'll work it out. Oh, God, what a shot by Cope. Castagnoli's turn to get sent into the barricade. Cope throwing his body at the Trios champion. Well, Copeland knows, and I got the advantage right now. The big man is hurting. Let me get on Claudio ASAP, but he's doing it. Castagnoli face first. Rated R Superstar on the attack, and Castagnoli now is hit going into that barricade. And the physicality we've seen between Cope, Moxley, the Death Riders, and this has been coming to a head for a while. I mean, we thought it might have ended when Copeland and Moxley faced off on Dynamite for the AEW World Championship a few weeks ago, but that was just a detour on our way to this World Trios Championship coming up this Sunday at Dynasty. Well, right now, Copeland in advantage on a member of the Death Riders, a member of the Trios Champions. But Claudio, always the fighter. No matter if you like him or not, he is triple tough. Big headbutt right there. That button there, you see the QR code at the bottom of your screen. You can join us on Prime Video by scanning that QR code for Dynasty live this Sunday from the Liacouras Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And an uppercut, no. Backslide, block, and the cover is made. But Moxley, or excuse me, not Moxley, but Claudio, able to tilt, kick out, and Cope. The short arm lariat.
Holding him up too here at Scalabry once more.
Man, not all the shots. Cope cannot get the big man Claudio off his feet. Yeah, that's got to be disheartening for Radar Superstar. That's wrong. Claudio now returning fire with one of his own. See, Cope, he's staggered. He's unsteady. Still maybe feeling the effects from that match with Moxley. That's what's been on my mind. Yeah, Cope's a big man, too. He's not a little guy. Neither man willing to give ground.
This is a struggle to watch you right now.
And Claudio's biting the ear of Cope right there. Well, Claudio did was very smart. He kept wrist control the whole while on Cope. That's very smart. You can control half of a man's body when you have a joint with his wrist like that. Drives down Claudio. Pulls him into the cover. Two. Castillo able to kick out. You know, Cope was reaching for that leg to kind of stab Claudio on the back of his head, and I think that helped Claudio get the kick out. He has a momentary delay in the pinning predicament by the Rated R Superstar. Feeling the effects of the physicality of this match. Oh, 1 second. What impact the body of Claudio hit in the eye there, bottom of the ramp area. Or not ramp floor area of the entrance.
Cope is willing to take those risks here, Taz.
Yeah, look at this right here. Spear right up the apron goes. Castagnoli, you can see it's a good angle here, good shot, landed right on his back. Head hit the mat also on the outside, a little thin judo mat or amateur wrestling mat up there. And Cope just so driven. I mean, it was almost a year ago, Tony, that he had that fracture of the leg, the steel screws put in, and second, Castagnoli the uppercut takes down the Rated R Superstar. Claudio Castagnoli has the advantage, and this match rages on. Live, our main event is in the ring and it's underway. It's the Rated R Superstar. Claudio Castagnoli one-on-one. Castagnoli thought he had this match won, Taz, but Cope still in this fight. Yeah, I don't know how Cope survived that hold, kind of a version of it was a modified Cobra Clutch. And man, just somehow Cope was able to hang on, Shivani, and not have that hand drop a third time and lose this match.
Even when Claudio had that wide vertical base and the clutch that you talked about, and now he's going to throw him on the floor.
Cope looking to avoid a calamitous drop on the floor. And fans, some breaking news. It is official for Dynasty this Sunday. Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin defending AEW World Tag Team Championship against Big Bill and Brian Keith. All right, that's going to be an excellent tag match for sure for the titles. You can catch all of the action on Prime Video. Just scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. As Claudio Castagnoli returning to the ring, he, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac will look to defend their AEW World Trios Championship against Rated FTR this Sunday, all a part of a jam-packed Dynasty on pay-per-view.
And we're seeing a preview of that right now. What a night. It's going to be the Sunday in Philadelphia, and we are going to see 6 guys slugging out for the Trios Championship.
And we'll see if Rated FTR can get on the same page come Philly this Sunday.
It's a good call. That's the key to everything, I think, in that title matchup.
I predict they'll be fine, but this is dangerous here with Claudio and Cope right here. Cope, his foot, both feet on the top ropes. Claudio Castagnoli. Oh, what the hell is this? With the Bulldog Taz. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, a lot of impact there.
Yeah, a lot of impact by both men. I was just thinking about, you talked about these 7 screws in the plate to fix his leg, the way that. What's that?
Yeah, Cope's legs, Cope's leg. That's a good observation by you, Shivani, for Copeland landing like that. And those are the type of things, how you can pull out an ankle or blow out a knee is coming off the ropes like in that fashion. Cope is looking for the impaler there, but Claudio Castagnoli avoided a thump to the eye. Castagnoli for a giant swing, but no, Cope. That's Claudio double stomped to the chest of Cope. Ref never saw the poke to the eye by Claudio. And now, the real superstar going for a ride. How strong is Claudio?
It's amazing.
Cope is a big cat, man. And Claudio, he's won championships with this giant swing. Giant swing, Jones. Look at that.
He's going to win it right here.
Cascioli covers. 2. And no, Cope still able to kick out. You could see Cope is, I know he's not standing, but you could tell he's kind of out of it, discombobulated, dizzy and whatnot. And he should be. His brain just went on all his rotations. Yeah, just by the body language alone, it's apparent that the Rated R superstar is disoriented. But Cascioli now looking for the neutralizer, but no. Cope out, put to the mid-section. What a counter there by Copeland.
Cannot make a cover, though. Now he does.
Slow to cover, but the cover made, and Castagnoli able to kick out. Taz, I think Cope wasted crucial moments there. I think you're right, but I also, in defense to Cope, I think he was still trying to kick out of, mentally kick out of his head being spun around with a giant swing. So he couldn't top Claudio instantaneously after the maneuver.
Top to bottom, beginning to this final match here tonight. On this Dynasty Week, this has been one big physical program. You can imagine what it's going to be like on Sunday.
They get nuts in Philadelphia this Sunday at Dynasty. Boot up into the jaw of Castagnoli. Cope to the middle rope. Sunset flip there. Oh, it's a flip, but instead Castagnoli able to roll through, steps through. You're a sharpshooter here, and he's got that sharpshooter in. And Castagnoli dragging toward the ropes. Cope's knees towards the ropes. And Cope has long legs. You have those long legs, it's worse when you're in a hold like this. And he has been up. Oof. That's Castagnoli just sitting back. We talked about that tremendous grip strength of Castagnoli once again coming into play here, Taz. Yes, and when you're sitting on the guy's lower back, it is so hard. And look at that. Oh, nice transition here by Claudio. Into the crossface.
Yeah, he transitioned quickly, Taz.
Yeah, he did. Welcome a true pro and a guy who knows the mat. You see Cope, he's trying to bring Claudio's hands off of his nose, off of his mouth, trying to prevent Claudio from inhibiting the breathing of Cope. Oh, that's exactly right. It's called attacking the grip, and it worked by Copeland. Attack the grip always works. Well, not always, usually works. And Cope fighting, looking maybe for a submission of his own. He's got the arm locked, and now the Grindhouse cinched in.
Oh, what a turnaround.
What a turnaround. Back on the neck of Castagnoli. You see Castagnoli pivoting on that hip, trying to get towards the ropes. Got those long arms or long legs by Claudio, but maybe not enough. Instead, Cope, good transition, changes sides. All I could do right there. But Castagnoli just so powerful, he's dragging Cope along with himself to the ropes to get the break, and he finds the ropes.
That is raw power.
Yeah, the power, right, exactly. Both you guys nailed it. That's what it was. Well, fans, these two doing battle. They're partners. This Saturday night on Collision will face off Cash Wheeler, the Bastard Pack, one-on-one this Saturday on TNT and streaming on Max. And it is finally coming to a head between Top Flight and the Crew this Saturday night. As the apron. Oh, the apron just got shattered. Cope's body just got destroyed on that apron. And Claudio Castagnoli throwing. What is he doing? Throwing Cope over the barricade. He wants the count out. Dude, he wants the count out. Victor, that's what he wants.
He threw him on the edge of the apron, Excalibur. On the edge of it.
And Bryce Remsburg delivering the count to Cope, who's over the barricade, and he wants the count out. He threw him so far away from the ring. You know what I mean? Excalibur, he threw him back in the second row here. And Cope, I mean, he has endured so much punishment in this match. Here's we take another look at this power slam. You're right, Sean. Right on the corner feet of the apron. And Bryce Remsburg, the official, is up to 8. Cope finding himself on the right side of the barricade, but the wrong side of the rope still.
This is what you call fighting spirit right here, determination.
But Castagnoli Nazi wiped him out, and Cope is able to kick out. Yeah, look at no wasted motion by Claudio. It wasn't just a lariat, it was a running lariat. Backdrop counter. Leapfrog avoids the spear, but the boot connects with the jaw of Castagnoli. Two big men here just battling it out. Taz Castagnoli, he was pot committed on that big uppercut off the middle rope. Cope could feel it coming, and he countered with that high boot. It was an excellent high boot, done through experience, in my opinion. And now Copeland looks to set up. Claudio, watch out! Another spear attempted and avoided by Castagnoli. The uppercut, and Cope, the bottom rope, his savior.
It's an amazing match, isn't it?
Neutralizer. Castagnoli just a half the cover.
Funny.
Should have done that earlier. In all due respect, Paige is here. Show. Made it to a walking through the door at 10 o'clock. I know. And he's off.
Body a little bit. He's over and Claudio Castagnoli.
Now, if you haven't seen it, in his wrestling gear.
Getting back to what happened earlier.
Marina kicking.
You're right.
They were in that weird spot the whole time.
I'm telling you, on this program back in San Diego.
Superstar. Reminds me of Adam Page. The way Adam Page is just behaving. See you later. So in the yeah, we got overrun tonight, and it involves Swerve taking another beating.
Brings Claudio down.
Neil Sunday EW. The last match.
Hey, you gotta fight fire with fire. I do not play the
also good match, but Edge should win. Yeah, Edge has beef with the Death Riders. Edge and FTR should be out here. Champions are here. If go home show, you can sell me on 2 matches at the same time. That was just there. What do you go home? There you go, Rand. So just a little detail, guys. Jimmy on Monday, and it was that ball, that you could feel the energy in the building. This is here. Kobu should be here. Their dynasty opponents are right there. Tell me I'm wrong. I love it. And Swerve getting dropped in glass. Like, save this for the fucking pay-per-view. Now the crowd are, holy shit, best match ever. The best show ever. Someone got dropped in glass.
Sorry, Renee.
Yeah, not good.
Respect.
Not good.
I'm looking for your husband right now.
And I don't like things not making sense. Edge just beat Claudio.
Well, he mentioned
Edge
earlier,
go
he
home.
promised he's
Back, so giddy up for Sunday. Sunday there is no stint. Is there a stint on? Let me know. Not late, right? That is the end of Dynamite. Every single show, we take a prediction on every single match. We take a rating out of 10 at the end of every single night. And you let me know, what did you like? What didn't you like? What was your rating out of 10 tonight? But Swerve is getting up. The Death Riders are making ugly faces. I feel like they went off the air early. As far as an end to the show.
It's like, I know, I deserve it.
This Moxley stuff.
He's got other things.
It is garbage. No, we're good. And again, you have your trio champions who have a match on Sunday, have their challengers swerve in that moment of solidarity.
You're looking for me.
Simple. Simple.
Can I get that through?
So again, I like it tonight. I didn't hate tonight. I thought most of it was pretty good. Again, good energy, good vibe, good flow for a lot of different stuff. And we got into a lot of occasions where I did not care. I was not committed or invested. Lance Archer, Brody had a pretty good match. Didn't much care what happened. The overrun, again, it just wasn't necessary. Rio Glass, first blood match. Yeah, Moxley loses the first blood match on the way to the ring. Because if you do a glass spot on the go home show and then have to have a one-on-one no stick match on the pay-per-view, that is called dumb. That is called ass backwards.
I mean, especially with the Death Riders at his back, Tony. I don't know that there's any question that Moxley would have the advantage
on Sunday.
Right now, whatever game plan he had is being thrown completely out the window. He's definitely stripped his grave danger.
That's evident. You see Moxley.
Are these favorites in that ruptured eardrum?
Five.
Going back on the show.
Remember, 3 years of this championship. It's insane. Like I said, I don't want to be a hypocrite, AV, because I like pettiness. I like the little jabs at each other. But my God, beating something blood, no blood. Moxley spent way too much time since being this Death Rider badass, like frightened and fighting his victim. Thank you, Richard. Surprised Moxley didn't take glass instead. Right. Hold tight. We got a pay-per-view to go to. I got that. That's too funny. Heyman will help Swerve on Sunday. Go random, but I kind of get that vibe.
I'm going to that Jon Moxley and the Death Riders.
I know it. Sorry, I'm too much the shit about the trio match, the trio title match. I don't think the match is going to stop. But you help get me excited for it if they come out tonight and run off the Death Riders. They don't have to get, they could brawl if you want to brawl. So you have a big 8-man brawl to go off the air, would have been better than a the great A Chase, we get the onion. Miss Fist, and we tried to argue with RVD. Again, I'm not going to get into this because I want to go to bed, but RVD, my God, he got ripped all last week. This week's Bret Hart. It is constant. And the nucleus of that tribalistic fan base, it's unlike anything. To me, that group, that tribalistic group of fan base, I think that's what's turning me on AEW more than anything else. Not the shows, not Tony Khan. I can tolerate the silliness. I can, hit the vitamins and just let my imagination roam through 2 hours. Or take a listen to why we are the WSUS foes. 5 out of 10. Oh my God, this doesn't look scripted or nothing, right? It looks confused. It looked like they didn't know what to do to kill the last couple minutes. There was a better use of that time. That's my only argument. That glass spot meant nothing. And if you don't have a stiff on Sunday's match, it's fucking stupid. 7.5 out of 10. I wonder where are the bucks? It is now April. No bucks. 2.4 out of 10. I think that's a little low for me, Tom. Swerve. Mox, I quit match. Again. And is that been announced? Is that a thing? Let me double check before I say good night to everybody. It's bugging me. Yeah, no, just straight up world title match. So, as it's a no stick match. Interesting. Not my first choice. 5 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I can see Paige helping Swerve win, but then in return, Swerve did want the belt away from Moxley. I think Moxley is hurting AEW. I think Moxley is a problem for AEW. Homer had to climb up the hill to be a stone cutter. And have a good night. Good night. Second hour with random second pop-up, always late for work. Who cares? Don't work for me. People were mad. No, last time we seen Samoa Joe, he was in a raincoat. Now look at him. Yeah, I'd rather have him in the raincoat, I'll be honest. Hangman helping Swerve goes against the entire point of the feud. Misfit, I'm kind of with you on that, but I'm getting this vibe that you might do it, and they've done it before. They did it with Statlander and Willow. I'm like, never mind. Uber Talk fan base, who never thinks they're wrong. It's fucking nuts. And they don't again, it's nuts. I'm not gonna stay here and beat them up all night long. Decent show tonight, 6 out of 10. Steve, I'm with you. 6 out of 10, 6.5 maybe. Wow, lightning. A lot of it. Didn't really push the needle on like a whole lot of like, oh my god, wasted spot, stupid, silly. Does not mean anything. There were other things you could have done here tonight, but it wasn't boring. It went pretty quick. 6 seems fair. It's like a C. I'll give him a C. 6.5 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. Giving you a stipulation. Yeah, I appreciate that. This match, like, you kind of need it. Who keeps the Martians under wraps, right? Don't even know how to answer that. Mox and Brock Lesnar 2.5. Samoa Joe could be doing so much more. Bret Hart was 100% right. Bret Hart is the MVP of Dynamite tonight. I'm in a tornado warning in Indiana. T's and P's odds. But on that note, I will let everyone say goodnight. As we are experiencing some lightning in this winter storm. The world is a crazy place, folks. Don't forget, tomorrow we are 8 p.m. Dynasty preview and predictions. Friday, SmackDown. And then, of course, the regular time for SmackDown, 7:30, going live from Chicago. And then back at it, Dynasty Sunday, a marathon stream before all the marathons and all the fun stuff of April. And make sure you check out all our shows. Click the little bell, like, share, subscribe. The nicest thing you guys can do out there is share the Wrestling for Life with everybody and anybody you know. But ladies and gentlemen, that was Dynamite. That was the go home. We are getting ready for Dynasty. On behalf of Big Nick, on behalf of Anthony, I am KJ White. Good night, and I will see you on the flip side.